Sara Curtis. I'm from the team Arizona Arsenal. This is my 7th year on the team. I was a camera flyer for 5 years, and this is my 2nd year flying on the inside. I love doing the camera, but this is really a great new adventure. I'm enjoying this a lot too. This year there's a couple of difficult rounds, but most of them are kind of medium type rounds. There's not a lot of memory or switchers. If you're in a 4-way group and you have to switch to another slot, if it only turns you halfway and then you end up being in the opposite slot that you're normally in. There's only 3 switchers in VFS, and 2 of them switch back so in this draw because they're both together, and then one's in the jump off round. So that's kind of cool because I'm one of the people that switches, so it's nice for me. Makes it a little bit mentally easier, focus on the flying.
We're here with the Honey Badgers of the Elsinore Persuasion. The 2nd year for us. We lost 2 guys, which are actually 2 of our competitors on different teams this year. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic now, competing against not 1 but 2 different teams that we actually flew with last year. In my opinion, the difference between a 4-way belly draw and a 4-way VRW draw is that anyone that has basic skills can finish a full draw on their belly. It may not be fast, but generally you can build all those points. That's not the same with VRW. The proximity and the skill level obviously is quite a bit higher. If you gave 4 relatively newer skydives that same draw, you probably wouldn't even see them in the same sky. So I think the amount of discipline involved in VRW is obviously very intense. Speed, focus, and just generally staying in the same area code as one another is huge.
It's obviously that the speeds are greater in VFS, so when we have mistakes or people or teams have mistakes, they're more amplified. So it is definitely challenging, and there's obviously an additional axis, like the vertical axis. That's applicable certainly in belly 4-way as well, but it's, because it's speedier, it's a little bit more unforgiving, I guess is a way to put that.
For us going to represent Canada in Dubai in the next month, it was important to get a world-class competition before we got there, and the US Nationals was our best option. We know we're gonna compete against some teams here that are going to be in Dubai. Skydive Dubai Nexus and SDC Standard. We know they're going to be there. It's good to see them here before. And also, we've never experienced US Nationals, and all I've heard is good things, so it's good to be here. It's tricky at first, it is. There's different ways that you'll see people engineer dives, either having people that are having crossed arms, or just doing everything backwards so that you have have a visual of what you're going to see. But it's impossible to represent what you will actually see in the air when you're sit and the side you're going and the grips you're taking. It's a little bit tricky. Once you have done it a few times, either in the tunnel or in the sky, then you have a visual picture of what you're actually going to see and what it looks like. So when you walk it on the ground, you're just walking at pace. And once you get in the air, then actually you get the real grips that you can visualize that has come with a little bit of experience. But it is tricky at first, and it is confusing of who's upside down, what grips, what side. Once you get that sorted out, it's all fun and gone.
These kids are coming up with a few hundred jumps, but putting this time in the tunnel, and that skill level is just the learning curve's amazing now. I think that we're figuring it out still, and within the next 3 to 4 years, we're going to have that really dialed, so we can go back and teach these kids and these up-and-comers, and they're going to learn very quickly from what we're trying to figure out right now. So you'll see this real big increase in the point system, the technicality, and then also 8-way and the size and the builds that we're starting to experiment with now.
Because of tunnels and everybody getting so much better, so much more quickly, and
I think there's some 8-way already being developed.
Tons of cool stuff being done in the tunnel, which is then obviously translating to the sky, and it's awesome, really awesome.
I think you'll see the number of teams in 4-way skyrocket, with that skill level, and then I think you'll see 8-way become obviously more prominent. It's exciting. 4-way's fast, and if we can get 8-way to that, where it's really dynamic and you're seeing large pieces move, and obviously we're flipping these things, it's exciting to watch. It's very three-dimensional, not like you're not just watching this, you're watching things move around and over and under and all that stuff. So I think it's the goal, and it's close. Get down with me, gonna make
make you free. We rock the body, rock the body.